Welcome back to KGSM-TV. I'm Brene Tate. Missouri Western is full of students that spew creativity. A part of these students' cinema major, Noah Bolo has a ton of history in creating art. Jaden gives us more on the story.
Noah Bolo, a senior cinema major, is no stranger to a multitude of art forms. Bolo is currently in the process of creating his thesis film for his senior project. Thesis films are the end-of-the-year project for graduating students and are showcased in the Griffin Film Festival to be hosted on April 22nd in downtown St. Joseph. Noah's film is about a baker who is going on a date, but all he has ever known in his life is baking. This thesis is about legacy and love.
It was stressful, for sure, but I really enjoyed the process. Aside from like the paperwork and that side of the producing it, I loved being able to like write a script and then see it like come to fruition.
Another art form Noah is familiar with is music production. In the summer of 2021, Kraft Mayo asked the world to create a video about their love for mayonnaise. Noah partnered with Nicholas Walker and Andre Stapleton to create a music video for the Kraft Mayo endorsement contest. These artists finished producing a song and video in just one day. Not expecting results, the boys received notice that they won the contest and a grand total of $10,000. In his spare time, Noah also makes his own music and has released several original songs. He says this art form holds a special meaning for him.
I mean, I think that we all just need something to do with our time, and something to leave behind once we're dead.
You can find Noah's music on all streaming platforms when you search Noah Bolo. Reporting for KGSM-TV, I'm Jaden Miller.
Welcome to the show, Noah.
Thank you.
First, I need you to start off by telling us about the Mayo competition.
Yeah, well, over the summer, let me preface this. My friend, Nick, is a Twitch streamer. He's been a close friend since kindergarten. And he just recently started Twitch streaming within the last couple of years. And it's kind of been an inside joke on his channel that he's like the Mayo man, that he loves mayo and puts mayo on everything. And so when he found out that Kraft Mayo was doing this competition, he reached out to me and was like, dude, we have to do this. Basically, the competition was like, submit a video showcasing how much you love mayo. And so he reached out to me, and both him, me, and my friend Andre all came together to make this song. And
Did you think it was going to be a hit like it was?
I mean, so it was interesting because at first we kind of were expecting like, okay, this is gonna do some numbers, because there wasn't a lot of submissions at first, and then like 2 days later, one of the people that work on the H3H3 podcast did a submission and got like hundreds of thousands of views on it. And so at that point we were like, oh, there's no way, because this huge creator just submitted it. But then there was some drama, and like Kraft was like just completely ignoring the H3 submission, and instead, and we won it, I guess.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, it was something.
So what do you think the importance is for Missouri Western to allow students to express themselves creatively?
Yeah, well, I think that self-expression is, it has a lot to do with like being human and showing your truth in a different formats and whatnot, and I guess allowing people to see who you really are in a different way and connect with that. And in that way, I think that art is a really powerful thing.
Okay, and how can this university, faculty, students, and the St. Joseph community support those students?
Well, I think supporting the arts is got to be number one on that list. I know in the past few years, some of the arts have been taking a hit and whatnot. So first and foremost, just supporting the arts and the programs that encourage the arts is paramount. Beyond that, just getting involved. If there's something on campus that you see, whether that be Griffin Film Society, which is a student organization, joining that, participating in that, making films with them, or even just, there's student organizations on campus that all do different things, and getting involved is the biggest thing for that.
So tell us about life as a cinema major.
Yeah, life as a cinema major, it can be hectic at some points, especially, this year in particular has been one for the books because most years we have like 4 to 6 thesis students, which, for those who don't know, the thesis film is the film that you make at the end when you're a senior that's supposed to show everything you've learned, And so it's a pretty big deal. Most students have like a huge production for this one film, and so doing 6 of those throughout the year, that can be kind of a lot for students to be involved in. This year we had 12.
Wow.
Well, really 10. A couple of those students chose alternate routes, but 10 films that were pretty huge. So it's a lot of early mornings, a lot of late nights, and a lot of film sets.
A lot of film sets.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course.
We will be right back with more after this break.
This week before Easter, a group of clubs on campus held a screening of the movie The Passion of the Christ. The movie The Passion of the Christ was directed by Mel Gibson. It details the last day of Jesus' life and his resurrection. The movie shows what the Easter season is all about. Students were encouraged to bring their friends and eat snacks while watching the movie together. Events like this allow students to come together after being distanced in the past due to COVID.
I think it's very important to find things that you enjoy outside of just your everyday major and classes and things that you have to do. We all have to go to school, we all have to go to work, but I think it's very important to get out in the community and participate in events and have things to look forward to.
It's important to watch, to remember that Jesus died for us and what Easter's about.
To find out more events on campus, check out the Missouri Western's website.
Earlier this year, the biology faculty, Dr. T. Roy, has been awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to study the evolution of an endangering group of plants. Maddie Spath has more on the story.
Dr. Roy is an assistant professor here at Missouri Western, but also works under the title of a plant evolutionary biologist. With her work, she has been awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation. In this specific study, Roy is looking at the evolution of a mint plant and how it has moved over millions of years.
If you study these plant groups, yes, some of them have medicinal importance, but when you study these plant groups, one of the main importance that we study these is because unless you know what all are out there, how they are related to each other, how do you know what to save and conserve?
With this grant totaling $863,000, Dr. Roy and 12 students will be able to go out and do field work and will also be able to visit some of the world's largest preserved mint collections. This research is in conjunction with the State University of New York at Buffalo and will happen over the course of 3 years.
More fulfilling for them too, like knowing that they're here, even though it's for research and their experience. It's kind of nice that they will finally be paid to do their research. And I know like big schools do this, and as a Missouri Western, like a lot of people say we're small, but being able to do this now, it's just kind of showing that we're capable of doing a lot of things too.
Both current undergraduate students and any upcoming research students will be able to study under Dr. Roy and take part in this grant. Students feel that this grant is helping them with their career decisions and allowing them to be recognized for their hard work.
I'm really excited about it because I'm somebody that has to work while I'm in college too, so having an opportunity to do that kind of makes it so I have to work less and I can do kind of the cool, fun science stuff that I probably wouldn't get to do otherwise, just because I do have to work full time.
While some students might graduate before the 3-year study ends, other students will be able to easily take their place.
I mean, the grant itself will fund me through college to where I'll have XYZ opportunities that I probably wouldn't have had or had to have paid an exponential amount of money to do. And so putting all this grant stuff and all the opportunities that it opens up on my resume moving forward will definitely get my foot in the door a lot of different places.
Reporting for KGSM, I'm Maddie Spath.
Dr. Roy and her students will be presenting their findings at several conferences throughout the year.
Missouri Western students had an opportunity to network and meet with possible employers at the MoRise event held earlier this semester. MoRise, the Missouri Regional Industrial Science and Engineering Networking and Employment event. This event has been at Missouri Western for 10 years and is a great opportunity for current students in STEM-related fields to connect with companies within their prospective careers. The event started with roundtable discussions and then had an open house where attendees could walk around and visit different companies' tables.
Help them build their professional network, sometimes to start their professional network and then build it out, to help connect them with opportunities for internships in their disciplines, for employment opportunities in their disciplines.
It's definitely a great opportunity to talk to business people around the area. I met some really cool people from Beringer, and they definitely helped lay out an idea for some jobs that I could have. While I didn't be the other person at my table, he was really interested, and I think he's going to start talking to HR sometime this week. So it's definitely a great way to find a job, if you don't know what you want to do, to talk to people about optional jobs.
Students can sign up for more events like this on Handshake, found in their gold link.
After this break, Trinity Knapp will join us to give us more on Missouri Western sports.
The Missouri Department of Conservation is located on Missouri Western's campus at 701 James McCarthy Drive. All you have to do is open the door and walk in. Once in, you will see all the sorts of animals, live animals, and rawr. Anyways, here's another snake. And a fish, so cute. Outside, you can see ponds, trees, and walking trails. There are even activities for kids. Stop by sometime between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Go Griffs!
Hello, welcome to the esports arena. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, so you're just letting everyone in? Yeah.
Looking for a place to hang out, game, or just relax? The Griffin Esports Arena is open to all students. Head on over today.
Missouri Western is home to the Walter Cronkite Memorial. The memorial is home to 8 of his Emmys, as well as exhibits showcasing caricatures, space exploration, his wife Betsy Maxwell Cronkite, timelines of his career, and a replica of his CBS newsrooms that visitors can interact with. We invite all of you to explore the Cronkite Memorial. Self-guided tours are available Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Welcome back to KGSM. On April 12th, the women's tennis team had a match against Washburn. The Student Athlete Advisory Committee supported the team by encouraging the student athletes to attend.
The SAAC posted on Twitter that the women's tennis match against Washburn would be an event called The Big Game. Athletes were encouraged to come and show their support.
Having those supporters is like the best. Like when they come to our game, I love seeing them in the stands. So, I just think it's really important to support each other, and it makes watching the game and them playing the game so much more fun.
Fans were encouraged to wear blue and yellow to show their support for the people of Ukraine.
It's extremely important to also
not just focus on what we have and appreciate only what we have, but also understand the difficult positions other people are from. I had a friend from Ukraine, her family is there, like the difficult times is really good to be educated because I think it also brings another level of appreciation and then helps you do even more and provide even more for anyone, anywhere in the world.
Events like this help to bring different student athletes together.
I just think it's so much fun, like, to know people on the court. Like, I'm friends with Izzy, and it's like my favorite thing to like come here and see her celebrate and get excited when you hit the ball, and then you get excited because you know you're watching her celebrate, and it's just, I just think it's so much fun to know like the athletes behind like who's playing out there.
Although the tennis team ended up losing the match 5-2, they still have a positive mindset going into the rest of the season.
We don't focus on who we play. We don't care who we play because at the end of the day, it's you and what you can control. You cannot control which team. It's only what you want to do best. The girls have been training really hard all week. Haven't, unfortunately. But I think all, like, combined with our fighting spirit, it just comes together and ends up being great every time, and no matter what team we play.
The team is currently ranked 4th in the Central region and are looking to make a postseason run. Reporting for KGSM-TV, I'm Trinity Knapp.
Their next tennis match is this Saturday at 3 o'clock. Make sure to tune in to support your Griffins. The Griffins lacrosse team had a hard-fought battle against the Lindenwood Lions last Thursday. Lacrosse, the Lions are one of the top 10 teams in the nation for women's lacrosse, in both scoring offense and scoring defense. Last year, the Griffins lost to the Lions 13-19. However, this didn't worry the team at all as they began the match with enthusiasm. After battling all of the first quarter, the Griffs picked up in the second quarter. But the score didn't last long before it was matched by the Lindenwood, headed into halftime. With 5 minutes left in the game, number 22, Madison Brady, scored a goal. 22 was on fire as she scored yet another within 2 minutes left in the last quarter. However, with the Lions' offense attacks, the Griffins fell behind, ultimately losing the game 8-18. Coach Berg says the team is going to continue battling through the rest of the season and appreciates this year that they've had together.
Our key emphasis for today was to do it together, no matter what the score was. That's a really good team. They're a top 10 team in the nation. So keeping it like that score was, I don't know what the final score was, but overall we did it together and we kept our heads up. We showed that we had fight. We didn't just give in or throw in the towel. So that was a really big win.
I think it's safe to say we're going to see a lot more from the Lady Griffins lacrosse team this season. That's all we have for today. Check us out at KGSM-TV on YouTube and Facebook, and we'll see you next week.